When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die.
Welcome to I'm Your Target Demographic. Today we are talking about Game of Thrones, so this is a spoiler warning if you are not current with Game of Thrones, because we are going to predict what happens in Season 7 and Season 8. There are only 2 seasons left, and they're only going to be, I think, 7 and then 6 episodes, so they're going to be shorter, more concise, but probably more action-packed. So here I'm going to lay out some predictions of things that either I want to happen or think will happen, and this is where you can also give feedback in the comments. We can talk about what we think is going to happen in these last 2 seasons. So in the big picture, I think Season 7 is going to focus on King's Landing and the fight for the throne. Then I think Season 8 is going to be where we know who's in charge, and now we have to face off against the White Walkers. So I think that's how we're going to split up. So that means Season 7 is going to focus on who gets the throne. And who gets the throne? Obviously, Khaleesi. So here's what I think is going to happen. We already saw Varys talk to kind of the Sand Snakes and what's left of Dorne and kind of their new, whoever's in charge, along with the grandmother from the Tyrells. So I think Khaleesi will sail to the south with those 2 factions, ride north into King's Landing. And I think most of the season will probably be the takeover of King's Landing, because there's a lot of things that need to happen. I think most characters will be there. Right now, they're all very separate, but I think they will come together, and each person will need to decide who they're fighting for. And most people are going to be probably on the side of Dany, though Cersei does have her allies. So I think we're going to get Brienne, and I think we're going to get Arya, and I think we're going to get the Hound, all kind of right at the Iron Throne or wherever Cersei is. I think Brienne will have to face off against Jaime, because I think they've been building this they fought once when he was missing a hand. Well, he's still missing a hand. But I think they're going to have to fight. He's going to do anything to protect the woman he loves, which will force Brienne to kill Jaime, the man that she has come to love. So I think she will kill Jaime. In her mourning, I think she will then be killed by the Mountain, because the Mountain is mindless, a monster, will kill Brienne. A lot of positive things are going to happen in this prediction, and so this is one of the things that will not end well. Then Arya and the Hound, I think the Hound will face off against the Mountain, finally brother versus brother, and I think the Hound will kill him, but probably also suffer wounds that will end him. So I don't think the Hound or the Mountain are going to walk out of there. This leaves Arya. Arya is going to kill Cersei. Now, how she does this could be one of 2 ways. Either she walks in as herself, gives a speech about all the horrible things she's done, takes her out. Or we get something super traumatic and messed up where she dons the face of someone like Joffrey or Tommen, and she kills Cersei in that kind of mental state where she's traumatized by the face of her dead son, and Arya slits her throat. Something like that. So by the end of that season, we see Dany take the Iron Throne. The kingdom is united. The Lannisters, except for Tyrion, are dead. So now Season 8 is going to have to bring Jon and Dany together to defeat the Night King and the White Walkers. Because Jon and Dany have to end up together, there's no one else. She has made a point that she's coming over here without a man so that she can marry someone. The only answer is Jon. Now, we know that he is a half Targaryen, half Stark, and Targaryens are known to marry in the family to keep that bloodline pure. And so him being Dany's nephew is not out of the question. They're going to end up together. But now here's the question of how do they find out that he is part Targaryen? Here's the moment that I want to happen so bad. Dragons flying around, zombies and White Walkers, things are crazy. Jon is overwhelmed. Just being overrun everywhere. Dany has to make the decision to save the other people, to kill Jon. So Dragonfire, right, burns this whole mountain of bodies. But then we see him emerge unburnt by the fire. And then she says quietly,
"Fire cannot kill a dragon."
So now she knows that he is part Targaryen. He is a dragon. The only person that knows this in the mythology is Bran. And so Bran, whenever he crosses paths with them, will have to explain what's happening. And let's talk about Bran for a second, because another moment that I really want to happen, I think most people are on board for, is the moment that Bran wargs into a dragon. This could potentially be because a dragon is going wild, it's going savage, it's hurting people, and the only way to keep him under control is for Bran, bam, to pop into his mind. I could even see them doing something like making this a reoccurring thing where they have like a saddle or something, they like tie him in because he can't walk. Like he gets tied down to this dragon and flies around controlling it. Would be awesome. So then the show will end. The Night King is destroyed. Winter is over, I guess. And Dany and Jon get married. She is in the throne. He is her king. All is relatively happy because we deserve happiness. If you think that's too happy, plenty of other people are going to die. So Bran will probably be killed. Jaime will be killed. There's other characters that are kind of like, who cares about Theon? Theon will probably do something redemptive, like save his sister in the last moment. A lot of people will die. Littlefinger will at some point try to backstab someone and be killed because he wants the throne. He'll try to kill Khaleesi and Jon will murk him. Something will happen. Plenty of bodies will start piling up, but Jon and Dany together at the end, that's the only way this show can finish. So now I want you in the comments to tell me what you think is going to happen. When the credits roll, the very last episode, the series finale, who do you think is on that Iron Throne? What do you think is going to happen? So you contribute, tell me what you think about my theories, and now we have to wait forever for the next 2 seasons. Thanks for watching.
Any man who must say, I am the king, is no true king.